is Victoria Prisby, and I'm a 22-year-old senior computer science major at West Virginia University. I am from Hedgesville, West Virginia, where I've lived my whole life with my parents and my cat, Tweety. I love playing video games, watching anime, and cooking, especially cooking food from Asian countries. I also enjoy trying different McDonald's foods and collecting their memorabilia from around the world and comparing it to the offerings of our local McDonald's. My presentation today will be on the rise of McDonald's as a global force in the world of food, especially in the world of fast food. Over on the right, we have the current logo and slogan of McDonald's. I'm loving it, and I hope you will too. Contrary to what some might think, McDonald's actually has a long and rich history. Did you know that McDonald's serves over 25 million people a day around the world? Or that it originally was not fast food? Also, that contrary to what the company might lead you to believe, that it was not founded by Ray Kroc? No, the history of McDonald's starts in the movie business with the McDonald's brothers. The two brothers, Dick and Mac McDonald, did not originally decide to go west to work in the food industry. They had originally worked in the movie industry and decided to open an orange juice stand during the Great Depression. After some time with the stand and thinking about how society was going to soon change, they decided to close the stand and opened a drive-in barbecue joint with 20 car hops to serve 125 cars worth of customers. Later, the brothers decided to close the restaurant temporarily for renovations, once they saw that the hamburgers were the most popular item on their menu. They decided to reduce the menu to 9 lower-priced items, fire the 20 car hops, and change the cooking process in the restaurant to resemble the assembly line that was being made popular at the time. People originally weren't happy with the change and left, which caused the business to struggle, until they changed their chips to fries, which helped make the business boom again. After learning that the McDonald brothers revolutionized their production process with what they called the speedy service system, many different people came to see just how it worked. Workers from rival businesses came to try to steal the brothers' secret to success, while other business-minded individuals decided to purchase the idea and franchise the restaurant themselves. It is at this point that Ray Kroc finally enters the picture. Kroc was the salesman for the multi-mixer milkshake machines that the brothers were purchasing for use at the restaurant. After becoming curious about what the brothers were doing, he decided to visit the San Bernardino McDonald's location and fell in love with the idea. He loved it so much that he decided to franchise the business as well and opened more car locations across the U.S. Dick, Mac, and Ray didn't always see eye to eye, though, and there was contention between the three at times. The brothers had a policy that if any of the franchise locations wanted to make a change to their restaurant, they would need special permission from Dick and Mac, which could be hard to get. Kroc disliked this and tried to push back on the idea, and in the 1960s he decided to just buy the company outright, except for the original San Bernardino location, which he would soon force out of business. He would also change the history of McDonald's to be focused on him and his first franchise in Des Plaines, Illinois. After Kroc's purchase of the company, the first international location would later go on to be opened in British Columbia and Canada. Today, however, there are almost 40,000 locations worldwide, though some countries like Vietnam don't have many due to not anticipating the market and failing there. As for what is the oldest McDonald's still running, that would be the Downey, California location, which is the fourth oldest. Speaking of international McDonald's, many of the McDonald's locations around the world have menu offerings that differ from what is on the standard United States McDonald's menu, using flavors and ingredients local to that country. For example, McDonald's Japan has teriyaki burgers, which are made of ground pork instead of ground beef. McDonald's locations in Finland have a vegan burger that they call the McVegan. And though it is not a separate country, the northeastern part of the United States has lobster rolls in the summer months. Even our neighbor to the north, Canada, has quite a few different offerings, with an emphasis on baked goods and cafe-style foods, based on what I saw on the menu while I was there. Some of these offerings include the Mighty Angus Burger, different bagels like an everything bagel that comes with butter, chocolatines, which is a pastry filled with chocolate, and even fish and chips. As well as being affected by the culture around it, McDonald's has also helped to shape cultures. One of the biggest examples of this would be with the invention of the speedy service system. Prior to reopening after renovating the original McDonald's, no one had really thought to try running a restaurant using an assembly line approach. However, Once the McDonald brothers proved that it could be done, and done well, the entire food industry was revolutionized, helping to lead to the rise of the fast food industry. Not all of McDonald's cultural effects have been good, however. McDonald's food isn't known for being healthy, but it was shown just how truly unhealthy it can be in the documentary Super Size Me, which was filmed while McDonald's still had size options larger than the current large. In the documentary, one man shows what the effects on the body would be after eating a month of only McDonald's food, which could easily be someone's food situation with how cheap it is. After only a month, he gained weight and had very unhealthy side effects, showing that the food was causing health issues and further exacerbating the already prominent obesity problem in the US. McDonald's has also had other issues with human and animal welfare, which was prominently exposed in a 1997 court case. A pair of activists were calling out McDonald's for their harmful practices with the animals raised for their food and wanted it to be addressed. McDonald's instead took them to court to try to have them stop. While the company did win the court case, it did prove that they were treating their animals poorly, which helped to create a negative image for the company in the eyes of the public. Since that court case, McDonald's has taken steps to try to improve the lives and environments of the animals used for their products, especially for their chickens. These include measures such as a more natural lifestyle and behavior, better methods for stunning the chickens, farm inspections, and setting up a council to oversee these steps and find better measures. Some people still believe this is not enough, however, as the company is still using broiler chickens, which are known to not have a good life. Other people are upset that the company is continuing to use meat products at all, and have even protested in front of one of the company's centers to try to make them offer only plant-based items. As for human welfare issues, some people are unhappy with the low wages that McDonald's generally pays its employees. This is especially the case as the COVID-19 pandemic draws to a close and more workers are needed to help keep their restaurants running, which owners are having trouble finding. To help combat this work shortage, the company has announced that it's planning to increase the pay to just under $15, which is what is being pushed for as the new minimum wage, but only at the locations owned directly by the company. This has led some workers to go on strike to push for the company to increase wages for all locations, while some owners have decided to try to offer incentives, like iPhones, to try to hire people. The company is also trying to do some good, though, by promoting the vaccine on new labels for their McCafe and delivery bags. In the end, McDonald's has tried a lot of different methods to increase profits and keep customers coming back for more. Some of these have been successful, like the celebrity meals the company has started offering, especially the BTS meal, while other ventures have been failures, like the Mighty Wings or McDonald's Pizza. Even so, it is definitely easy to see how the company makes around $20 billion a year. If there is one area the company could improve, though, McDonald's could offer more plant-based options, helping to draw customers that they normally would not choose their food. The next 5 slides are the references that I used to put together my presentation. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something interesting about McDonald's, and I hope you have a good day.